got some rings and a range, can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing, how I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain, can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed, can I kick it?
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line. Touchdown, defense. 51 to Mike, 51 to Mike.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
21, Todd Gurley.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Dalton's pass thrown away and incomplete. Brings
a tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing, Dalton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
That's good.
For 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Dalton sets up play action. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Dalton looking deep for Julio. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Dalton. He completes it to Jones. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Is good.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line.
Quincy Williams.
The tackle by Quincy Williams.
2 yards on.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about where they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A gain there of 30 big ones.
Complete to Jerry Jr.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Denver.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He'll go up top here for... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. K.J. Hamler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He gets it to Gurley, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 1st downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hayden Hurst, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Clock now on first down. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Broncos 6.
2nd and 7 from the 20. Block now to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The ball on the 8, still could get a first down technically, 2nd and 7. Dalton here from the gun. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Andy Dalton with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone. But he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tackled at the 20.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He'll go up top here for Hamler. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And it's fielded at the 34. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now they'll toss to Gurley left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 22 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Play fake. Here's Dalton. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st and goal at the 3.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
4-yard line.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
The tackle.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
The 3-yard line.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Complete to
Jerry Jeudy. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get a bit closer.
Point conversion.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Lets it go for Nelson. And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
No gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons push further out in front.
Makes the score.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And a route is on here in this first half.
Sterling Hoff-Richter to kick off for the
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Dalton. Is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
41. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Block working out of the gun. He'll find Lindsey here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 40.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke buying time to his left. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke being chased out left. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. It'll be a pickup of 6. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Tyler Davison, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Shotgun snap to Locke. And he's going to go down again. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that will be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one will not get there. it's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
41.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. He completes it to Nelson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 43-yard line.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and the half will begin with a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
From the 21 and 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Steps away to his left. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift-wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this offense continues to pour it on. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a give to Lindsey. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Block off of play action. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Forced out to his left. Open man, and that's his tight end, Jake Bunt. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Buchanan
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
20-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. With more after this, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Freeman again. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. Now Locke, got to have this one. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants once and more here. Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Freeman unable to get free here on 4th and goal, and the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside, where they can really shred your defense.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On 2nd and 11 now. Locke. He's got his man on the crossing route. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 28. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's now 2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Running right, this is Freeman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Locke. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? One final try for Locke. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Score, Falcons 48.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Atlanta, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.